Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Shannon Carlin, and I am in South Carolina. I am a mom of two and a wife to my husband, Sean. We've been married now for almost 20 years, and our kids, James and Colby, are 12, and Colby just turned 10, going on about 22, y'all. She is my payback for sure. Um, so I am like I said, I'm a mama. But before I was a mama, I was in the corporate world, and I loved it. I loved my job. I loved my career. I loved everything about it. And I knew about this industry, and I believed in this industry. My background is in finance, um, not accounting. I didn't do that kind of finance work, but I loved numbers. I just hated accounting. Um, but so I knew about the power of residual income, and I knew that it was important for families to have multiple streams of income. But coming from the corporate world and having the steady income, I truly believed that that was just my path, right? My husband, he's a general contractor. So he's been self employed for as long as we've been married. And so being in that world, it's always been a different amount of income that he receives every month, right? He was, even though he's a general contractor and had his own business, he worked more along the sides of improving people's homes. And so oddly enough, he had clients that flew him all over the country and all over the world, actually, to do different jobs on their house. I know that's not normal for a contractor, but that's just what his career led him to. And so, being that he was always gone a lot of the times, I knew that I needed to just have something steady in my life, right? And so we always budgeted and did things with my income because that was the steady stream of income within our household. And we used my husband's income as our savings and all of the fun things, right? And so when I became pregnant, the plan for me was to always go back to work and go back to that steady paycheck. And so when James came along, our first, it rocked my world. I came down with severe postpartum depression and anxiety, and it was the PPD and anxiety that I had was so debilitating, um, in the sense that it was coming between my marriage. It's basically ruined the friendships and different relationships that I had, and it kind of took over my life. And it was hard for me to even be a mom. I didn't have the problem of bonding with him, but if I wasn't nurturing him, then I was literally having massive depression and massive anxiety. And y'all who are moms or dads out there, you know, there's only so many baths that you can give your newborn baby. You can only feed them so many times a day, right? And so there's times in that period when the child is just there, right? They're sleeping, or they're in that kind of, like, I hate to say it, but that blob stage where there's really nothing you need to do with them because they're fed and they're sleeping and they're bathed and they're healthy and they're good, right? And so during those times, that's when I couldn't control my hormones and my emotions, and everything was just spiraling out of control. And so, it was also through the period of time in our world, that the economy was crashing and the real estate market was crashing. And coming from Southern California at the time, you can probably feel what I'm getting at and how bad that really was. And so we decided as a family that it was the healthiest route for me to just stay home and be a mom to James and get myself healthier. What we didn't realize is that the economy was going to take a hit the way that it did. And so that in turn domino affected to where Sean's income was now even less steady as it was, because people were canceling remodeling their homes, right? People were losing their jobs left and right. And so it was very scary. We went from making two great six-figure incomes to literally half of one. And so figuring out how to live and to even pay our bills, I had to get extremely creative, which created more anxiety and more depression because I had the guilt of, look what I've done to my family. Look how I've ruined the situation that we were in. Right. And so if you're a mom, then you can probably relate to what I'm getting at with just the mom guilt that you have and feeling like you need to fix the situation, but you just can't. Right. So that was really the struggle that we went through. And so I became really creative and I learned how to steal from Peter to pay Paul every month. And we had savings built up. But over the course of a few years until our daughter Colby came along, we buzzed right through that. And so we got to a point where we knew we deserved more. We knew we wanted more. We knew we wanted to have the lifestyle that we controlled, that we decided when, what, where, and how, right? And Sean being a contractor and having to just where he was traveling so much, he was missing out on these moments that he missed so many with James, his first, from traveling and working so hard, that he didn't want to miss those moments with Colby, and I didn't want him to miss those moments with Colby, right? And I just knew that I needed to find something, and so this industry fell into my lap, and it truly became something that I dove into and I knew would be a solution to the financial struggle that my family was in. And so, y'all, I went for it and I completely changed our family's financial future. And so, when I did that, I knew I wanted more of that. And so I kept growing it and growing it. And eventually, work became optional for Sean. And so we became this full time family that decided what we were going to do, when we were going to do it. And it in turn gave our kids the freedom of having their parents around all the time to never miss out on things. And so I joined that company in 2011 and I was with them for 7.5 years. And through that journey, I learned so many things about this industry. I learned, you have this list, right? I'm sure some of you can relate, even if you're not in this industry, with just other careers or other jobs that you've had, right? That you may be in right now or you've had before. But there comes points within your experience where you say, gosh, I wish I would have started then, or I wish I would have done what she did, or I wish I would have joined with him, or whatever it may be, right? That list was ever growing for me. And so when this opportunity of Q Sciences came along to me, there was certain things that I said, okay, if I'm going to leave what I've built here, if I'm going to leave this, again, that stable check now that I've created for our family, I know it has to have all of these boxes checked. And all of these things have to really play out in order for me to look at this company. So I'm going to kind of just take you through my journey here and what I looked at and what made me decide that Q Sciences is who I wanted to partner with. So back in 2018 is when this opportunity was presented to me. And I'll be totally honest, guys, I said no at first. I wasn't open to looking at another opportunity. We were finally at the point where we were comfortable again, and our life was, at that point of having that freedom. And so the fear of starting all over was really scary to me. But it kept coming around, and I kept just seeing different things about the company that were kind of nagging at me that I needed to dig in a little deeper. And so the things about Q Sciences that I loved was I knew I had to be with the right company at the right time. So what I mean by that is, within our industry, if you can get in with a company that's within their first 5 years, that's really the time where you can really make a legacy to leave for your family, right? And so, but with that, with starting with a ground floor company, you also have a lot of risk involved as far as, is the company financially stable? Are they gonna shut their doors, right? Is this the right company to partner with? And so what I love about Q Sciences is that even though we are a ground floor company, We're out of that time frame. The company is financially stable. The products are researched, and all that needed to be done was done in order to make this company a sound company. So that was very intriguing to me. But what makes this a ground floor company is that in 2018, the company completely changed the platform that it's on. And with that, changed the comp plan and how we do business. And so, because of that, it puts us back into that time frame of within that 5-year period. So we're really about 2 to 3 years into that time right now. So anybody who's joining us right now is a founding member of this company, and they have the ability to really be set up for that legacy income. So the company was founded in 2012, but like I said, restructured in 2018. So the two owners of our company, Mr. Mark Wilson and Mr. Jake Spencer, are the founder. Can you guys see that chat box? Are you guys just seeing the slides? You're good? Okay, thanks, Brian. I'm trying to keep this chat box open so I can see if people are in the waiting room. And I just realized like these people might be seeing this. Okay, so the two owners of our company, Mr. Jake Spencer and Mr. Mark Wilson, it was important for me to meet these men and really get to know them and see what they were about and learn really what their vision was for the company and where they wanted to take the company. And so in meeting these two men, I was extremely fascinated with these men. Mark Wilson, he is our founder and CEO. He's the creator of Q Sciences. And he has an extensive background in the business world in taking companies that are brand new and turning them into thriving companies. And so I love that about him because he understood how to do that again, right? And then Mr. Jake Spencer, he's been in this field before. He's been in my shoes building businesses. So to have his mentorship and guidance, and for all of the new people joining to be able to have that too, was extremely important to me. And that was something that I was so excited about because I knew that people coming into this company that maybe had been in the industry before has never been able to experience that kind of mentorship. And so to have that from these two men and not be considered, I'll say it, a number within a company was super exciting because we're still that small feel where people know your name and they know your kids' names and your husband's name and your wife's name, and we truly are that family feel. And so that's really the culture that these two men wanted to really embody with our company, and they've truly done a remarkable job. But since the end of 2017, really the beginning of 2018, our company has grown over 700%. So think about that for a second and really let that sink in. That's phenomenal. In 2 years, y'all, we have grown over 700%. Now, what's even more impressive to me is through COVID, and the whole world right now is struggling with companies shutting their doors and back orders and shipping delays and all of these different things. And to know that our company just last month from the month before to that month grew 143%. Y'all, mind blowing. That shows you that we are in the right place at the right time with the right owners and mentorship and leadership within our company. And that truly excites me. Oh, why can't I flip here? There we go. So it was also important to me that we had a product line that was not so huge that I couldn't learn it all, but big enough that we really had something for every single household. I wanted to be able to have a product line that had many different verticals to stand on, but that so I didn't have to turn anybody away in a household. I wanted to be able to have somebody come to me and say, okay, my spouse needs this, but my kids need something like this, and my grandma needs this, and my best friend needs this. And I could literally say, okay, we have something for everybody. And that's truly what we have here at Q Sciences. We literally can take care of an entire family from the elderly to babies. And we incorporate all of it. So we have a nutrition line, we have a full spectrum hemp line, we have a sublingual spray line. Y'all, these sprays are so amazing. And the sprays are actually what really excited me to look at this company's products. I know a lot of people come because we have an amazing full spectrum hemp line. A lot of people are drawn to our company because of that. We also have a fitness and weight loss line. And it's not just all of these lines. What's really cool about it is they don't just have, it's not just here's your product and there you go. There's so much more that comes along with all of these products. For example, our fitness and weight loss line. We have a whole program that incorporates this line that people can get really involved and they can have interaction and they can have things customized to them. We have different challenges that we run with professionals that know what they're doing. We have contests and just a lot of fun things where people can really get involved and have accountability and really truly get the results that they want and that they're longing for. With our kids line, it says coming soon on the slide, I know, but we actually just launched it last month. Y'all, this line, I'm so proud of this line, and I'm super excited about it because I think this line not only shows the like the quality of our product, but it also shows the quality of our culture. And so what I mean by that is this product, our Q Core, that's our adult line of our nutraceutical health line, and we've incorporated that in a powder form for kids. But they've taken it to another level where kids can truly get involved here and want to take ownership of their health. So a couple different ways that this incorporates to, we let kids within our company design our product and do the artwork on our product labels. In fact, that the kids core down there, I just realized this moment doing the slide that that's my daughter's artwork on the purple one there. So cool. Like kids were able to say, hey, I want to do this, right? They turned them into corporate and corporate picked these designs. So when kids are ordering their products, they're getting artwork from other kids in the company. Not only that, once your child orders one of these products, they can download the like blank templates for this artwork, color them themselves, turn them into our company, and then their artwork can come in the next round of packages. It's the coolest thing to really get kids involved. We also have a program where they can check off every single day that they've taken their vitamins, send that in and get a prize every single time. The older kids can earn money and the younger kids can get toys and stuffed animals and cool things. So it's really fun what the company is doing to involve every single part of your family. And I truly love getting behind a company that's doing that. We truly believe that family comes first, and we take that all the way through to our products. So if you're invited tonight, somebody wanted you to look at this opportunity to see what this is all about. And right now, what's truly exciting, I feel, about this business opportunity, I know I keep using that word exciting, y'all, but I'm excited about this. So this opportunity right now, we have the ability to help and bless so many people out there that are looking for a way to make supplemental income all the way to full-fledged, full-time, I take care of my family income, and everybody in between, right? And so for just $39.95, you get the access to become an ambassador of our company. With that payment for the year, it's going to cover everything you need for your business. It's going to cover your website, your e-commerce site that you send to people, so your customers can order from your website, and all of the things that you need to do to run the business, the reporting, everything that you need. Then once you order your products and you become active, now you can start earning an income. So I'm not going to go through the entire comp plan here, but definitely get back with the person who invited you tonight and they can really go over this in depth with you. It's super easy. I promise you, my 12-year-old knows this like the back of his hand. And it's really something that people can jump into and make money as early as a week later. If somebody joined today and got to work, they could receive their first check next Friday. That's how quick this happens. And because of the way that our comp plan works, we really are set up to win together as a team. And so ask the person who invited you tonight what I mean by that, and have them explain that to you, because it really is truly all about timing and getting in right now with the momentum that not only we are creating as a team, but the company is creating for us. Is just building massive momentum through our company right now and through people's paychecks. It's really huge, but it's super easy. You may be looking at this and say, you know what, I want to be able to just go on a date and treat my spouse to something nice, or go and get my nails done, or, go out to dinner once a week. And I want to be able to cover that income. Or like I said, you could be somebody that wants that full-fledged full-time income, and you want to bring your spouse home or yourself home and be home with your kids, whatever that means to you. Our comp plan is super easy. If you look at that first little graph right there with Builder, you can see that we have a point system, and every single rank within our company starts at Builder and goes all the way beyond gold. From what you're seeing there, it goes so many ranks beyond that. But with that, as the points accumulate, that's what gives you your paycheck. And so it's really easy to say, okay, Shannon, I want to come in and I want to make $300 a month. I'm going to be able to show you exactly how you can do that and break it down super easy for you. So it's really, really simple on how everything works. Then we also have a financial freedom movement. This is what really changed the game for me and was literally the icing on the cake. And especially right now, I'm just so in love with this program. So we have a program that once you become an ambassador with our company, you have access to free financial coaches. These coaches can do anything with you, from checking things out to make sure you're on, you may be in a great financial situation, but you want them to just look at it and say, yep, you're doing great. Or you may have debt, or you want to, put money aside for college for kids later on, or even retirement, or whatever it may be. They can help map that out for you and put you on a plan to be able to save and pay off debt at the same time. Maybe you want to build your savings in retirement. They can help you with that too. But beyond that, we also have a program that once you hit that rank of elite that you see right there, the company's going to start giving you money every month that goes towards paying off a debt of your choice, or going into a retirement account of your choice. So it's really, really cool and basically unheard of in our industry that a company is going to either pay off your debt or put money into your retirement for you, right? Again, ask the person who invited you to share more about this with you, because this is truly a game changer. With this program alone, my husband and I were able to pay off $80,000 in debt within 6 months' time, and put massive amounts of money away in retirement and savings and college funds and all the things that we needed to keep our family financially safe for years to come. And so it truly has been life-changing for me. And I mean, I could tell you story and testimony after testimony of what it's done for people on my team. And speaking of testimonies, I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick. And I wanted to invite on a couple of people tonight that can share testimonies on, I'm going to have one share a product testimony and one share a little bit about the business testimony. So I'm going to start with Sarah. If you can unmute yourself.
Yeah.
There she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope, Sarah, I'm starting with Courtney. I'm sorry. My bad, everybody. Hey, if I can do this business, you can too, right? Let's start with Courtney. Courtney, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Hi, everybody. Okay. So I am a talker by nature, so I'm going to try my hardest to make this testimony very short. I'm going to give it to you about me and my 4-year-old daughter. So just a little background on me. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a nutritionist, and I work this Q business. I started using the Q products just for myself. I have Hashimoto's, I have lupus, and I also have ADHD. Not something I typically tell people that I have as an adult. You just don't hear many people talking about having that. I was diagnosed when I was 5, and I think when I was in college is the first time that I tried medication for ADHD. I used Adderall, and it got me through all of my courses, thank goodness. but it really destroyed like part of my mental health and part of my physical health. I became anorexic for a while because I wasn't eating due to that medication. And so once everybody that was around me realized there was an issue, everybody kind of sat down, had a mini intervention, and I got off of it. So moving forward, I don't know, 8 years later, Shannon enters into my life and brings this product to my attention. And I tried it, and literally within like the first few days, I was like, this is like the natural form of what I was taking when I was in college. It's not like actually the natural form of it, but you know what I'm saying. So it really like changed my life because I have 4 kids and I have one on the way. So focus is huge. You know, I feel like the more kids you have, you lose a little bit more of your brain cells. So I really appreciate having this product in my life. I'm able to focus. I don't have brain fog. I'm able to just stay like motivated through the day. So that's just a little bit about me. But my 4-year-old, I would say this has probably changed her life the most. So when she was 1, she had a whole slew of issues going on. She got absent seizures. She had partial paralysis in her face. She got motor tics, sensory disorders, all kinds of digestive problems. You name it, she's gone through it. She's gone through a lot. She's such a tough little girl. But one of the biggest things that we realized through this was the ADHD for her. And I kind of knew when she was around 2, she was probably going to get diagnosed with that. And she did. A neurologist that we went and saw for her absent seizures actually said, gosh, her ADHD is like really out of control. But I personally don't like to put littles on medication. So we're like, what do we do? You know, and he was like, well, you could try all of these supplements. And they were like each individual thing. And he's like, you're going to have to break them apart and put them in smoothies. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. And so we went home, my husband and I talked about it. And then I just like, I don't know, a light bulb went off. And I was like, oh my gosh, all of this stuff is in the Q Max. And we have studies on this that are medical studies. And so we took that back to the neurologist. He looked through it. He read all the studies and he was like, this is what she needs to be on. You need to put her on this. And literally, like you guys, I want to say in under a week, her speech regression was improving. I'm going to cry. Her focus, just, she had this like bright shining light around her. And so we love this product. And if you guys have anybody in your life that is going through anything like that, you should totally introduce them to Q Max. We also use all the other products too, but that one really has made such a big difference for us. So yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for having me share that.
Thank you, Courtney. I love her testimony, and her little one is so adorable. And to just see that change and hear the story, I get emotional with you when you talk about it, Courtney. So thank you for sharing that. And next I want to introduce my friend, Sarah. Sarah's new to this business, and I wanted you to hear her testimony from the business standpoint of it, to just see from another perspective what's possible in this business and how quickly it can happen. So Sarah, if you could now talk, sorry about that.
Thank you. So my name's Sarah, and I am also a mom of 2. I have 2 crazy wild boys. They're 6 and 3. And I do this full time. I have been in nutrition for about 2.5 years. And Miss Shannon Carling contacted me last February. I wasn't looking for anything. I was with another company, wasn't looking for anything. And I thought I was a lifer where I was, right? Well, months go by. She reached out to me again, and something told me I needed to listen to her. So I did. And I'll be honest with you guys, I was really intrigued by the comp plan. And if I'm being fully honest, I didn't even know what the products were. when we were going over the comp plan. But as soon as I plugged my numbers from my old company into this comp plan, I couldn't unsee what I had just learned and the power of this comp plan. So I made the switch, and that was at the end of August. So what's really cool, which I think is what Shannon wants me to share with you guys, is how quickly you can make some money here. So within my first month, so my first full month was September, and I hit elite, you guys. So if you look at the comp plan, you'll see that's 4 different rank advancements in 1 month. And when I tell you, I worked, but Shannon, who was, my mentor, is my mentor, worked alongside of me. And it's really, really cool to see the power of the way this comp plan works when you partner with somebody who wants to work with you. So it's really cool. So if you look at the comp plan, you'll see there's the $500 in those initial first month bonuses. And then there's $750 was the team commission. Plus I had, some product sales. So, think about that for yourself in your first month. Work hard, and you can hit those too. Trust me, if I can do it with these 2 little guys under my feet, they're wild and crazy. I promise you can too, and we're all here to support you. So I think I touched on probably what she was hoping, but if you have any questions for me, let me know.
Thank you. No, it's great when, when Sarah joined to be able to come in and really just start sharing the opportunity that she had and really the timing of where this company is at. I know I touched on it a little bit, but to be able to, offer somebody a ground floor opportunity with a company. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of Mary Kay and Arbonne and gosh, why am I drawing a blank now? Rodan and Fields, just all these big companies out there. It works. Lots of different companies, Melaleuca, right? I mean, the list goes on and on, but I'm sure you've heard of these bigger companies, and just think about it. If you were with that company or one of those companies when they first started and you were on the ground floor and a part of that building process, the amount of income really and the true legacy that you're able to leave for your family, that's the situation and the timing that we're in. And so that's what Sarah was able to come on and grab hold of and make all of these bonuses. She didn't mention the $1,500 bonus for elite. Every single rank in our company has a bonus attached to it that you earn and you accumulate. So they, if you promote more than 1 rank in a month, you accumulate all of these bonuses. So again, really ask the person who invited you tonight, because even if this isn't something that interests you, I'm sure you know somebody that could benefit from having a supplemental income, or somebody that would really truly want to be a part of helping shape a company and being able to have a voice in a company to get it started and start building it. And that's truly what we're all a part of right now. Thank you for joining us tonight. And, again, get back with that person who invited you and ask them questions and ask them to see more, have them share with you their favorite products or their testimony on the products or their business journey and where they've been, or, about their mentor, who they work with, whatever it may be. Just ask the questions and dig, because we truly are transparent and, we don't keep any secrets here. We're a very open and honest company. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Oh, y'all, I didn't even mention Christmas cash. We have these bonuses are just massive right now because they added to them. So ask your person about Christmas cash, because holy cow, it's amazing. So anyway, have an amazing night. Have a great rest of your week. Have an amazing Thanksgiving. And I hope to meet each and every single one of you very soon. Have a good night, y'all.